Warning, this episode involves a lot of swearing. Sorry.
This is Kayleen. She loves sailing and is trying to convince me as well. Kira's not convinced, but Carl knows what's up. I lost both my feet, so obviously we called the boat Footloose. Welcome back to All About Spray.
One of the first projects on Footloose was to replace the entire battery bank. We decided to go with Costco's golf cart batteries, which are 6 volts, mainly because of the cost factor.
I've previously built out 3 camper vans, so obviously I'm an expert.
I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Well, let's turn it off then. Do you want the voltmeter?
Yeah, definitely turn it off.
Off?
These old shitty things. Well, it's the old shitty house battery. Clean up this mess. And you get lots of power.
How many amp hours?
All of them. That doesn't tell me shit. Why am I touching those? Of course the battery's got 13 fucking volts in it.
Are you sure you don't want to create a new diagram or write down what you're finding?
No.
Why?
I don't want to write down what I'm finding because it's a shit show. It's opposite of what he's written here. But then he wired it to that switch as if it was the way he wrote it.
Because he switched the house to the start when one of the batteries died.
Always fucking with my head.
Yeah. I was working on trying to trace the wires from the batteries, make sure he can set it all up again and rewire it. I'm just doing a little project of wiring the little fairy lights that I had on spray as well. So I'm wiring in a switch, and it's taking me way longer than it should, per usual. But check out our beautiful panel. Switch on. What the fuck? What did I do wrong? Like, literally only one way to do this, and I made another way. I switched the positive and negatives backwards, so. Woo! Good morning. Up a little bit earlier today. Gotta get some projects done. I'm going to work on the sump pump for the shower because it was totally disconnected, so we're going to reconnect it back up. We replaced some of the wiring the other day in it because it was kind of all nasty looking. Probably why it wasn't working. And get that going so we can use the sink in the shower, sink in the forward head, and the shower too if we wanted. But yeah, let's get going.
Will you find me? Hope you find me.
Currently have no refrigeration on the boat, just an ice box, which is fine for day trips and stuff, but as liveaboards we definitely want to convert it into a refrigerator, so we'll be getting a Nova Cool unit once the battery banks are beefed up and ready for that kind of load. So for now, I'm just buying ice every couple days and throwing out food that goes bad. Okay, so here is the sump, and we've got some wiring over here that we had to cut. And we're gonna be connecting a new piece of wiring, which we already had, and then connecting that to the bilge pump that sits down into the sump. So I'm gonna be working on connecting those wirings.
When the sun rises, when the sun
I'm out of butt connectors because I went and used like 10 or more yesterday trying to wire in the fairlight, so I'm gonna have to get some more of those. So I've got the bilge or the sump pump connected now. What's wrong with it? Just temporarily sitting there. And then now I gotta get a new hose because this one's been cut off. It's also way too small. Tyler's trying to fit them in. And you got one more to put in there. Are you gonna put one of them back there?
Might have to. Just a little here. Just fine.
We'll see what I can find at the store. I'm gonna try Canadian Tire, Home Depot, or whatever first before I go to the marine store, because I'm trying not to give them too much of my money. Just got back from like 4 stores. I got some 1 1/8 hose, and I tried to find an adapter fitting, just like one of these, what is this, nylon or poly, to go from 5/8 to 1 1/8, and of course nothing exists, so I ended up getting one that fit the 5/8 and to like an inch or so, and then wrapped it with some rubber tape, and hopefully that works. We'll see, but I'm just gonna connect this to the through hull and get it all hooked up here. Oh cramp, oh cramp, cramp. Whew. This is when I'm glad I'm small. Well, not that I'm that small, but compared to a big guy, like Tyler wouldn't be able to get his shoulders in here. He's got big shoulders. Being small helps. Like, we bought a bigger boat so he could stand up straight. I mean, really, I think he should have just got shorter legs. He has the ability. Make himself a couple inches shorter, but instead we had to buy a bigger boat. Just kidding. I'm not mad about it. Pretty excited, actually. We have wire connections. We have hose. We have hose adapter to the through hull. All we need is battery, which is currently disconnected, so to test it. I guess I can't test it till you're done, hey? So I decided to help Tyler to speed up the process. Well, probably wouldn't pass inspection currently, but connecting the last couple cables here.
My work would pass inspection.
Yeah? Not the
40 years of patching might not. We don't need anyone's opinion though.
No. You feel good about it?
I guess.
Okay. Gonna turn the battery on. Oh, you scared
Explosion. He jumped.
Oh, the lights are on. That's a good start.
There's no smoke. Just smoke.
Battery 1. 6.6. Oh.
There's no point in explaining the EMON system to the world.
But I figured it out. Alright, again, it's time to test the sump pump that I hooked up this morning. So, we're gonna do that and see if there's any leaks in the hoses. Oh, wrong one. Yeah! Is it gonna shut itself off? Why isn't it shutting off? Okay, well, stop it. Oh, and then it just backflowed back in, so I'll probably add a backflow preventer. Okay, I'll try manual. No manual. Why isn't manual working? What the
Well, manual's really float.
Oh, maybe I did it backwards? Jesus. For the day, just had dinner and cleaned up the disaster that was the salon. Now looking good again, makes me feel better. Went pretty well today. I feel pretty good about having a battery bank in again, and means that we can take the boat out and not worry about draining the battery. The batteries, I'm about to run out of room here on the memory card, so I'm going to wrap it up. But lots more to go on the list, so we'll be posting more videos, I'm sure. And other than that, I'm going to be posting a tour on my Instagram, but I think I want to do one on here as well. So let me know what you want to see on the boat.